Ooh. Oil games are with
Daniel.
What are we playing?
Playing Warhammer Invasion, the card game, Fantasy Flight LCG.
Fantasy Flight LCG. So we made 40 card decks. We don't really have everything that we need. We have more than enough, but right now we just got some kind of 50 card decks, one faction and some neutrals.
Yeah.
And then we'll just kind of go over the rules and then try to see if we can make sense of it. And then we got to get out of here in 45 minutes, so we won't get far, but we'll try.
We'll do our best.
Oh, yeah. All right, so setup. Shuffle and choosing shuffle decks. Players may either use the pre-built decks that we're doing and set up the capital boards. Each player selects the capital board that best suits their deck and places it on the playing area in front of themselves. All right, so I'll go with the orcs, and then you can go with yours. All right, set up the token pool. Place the resource, bum, and damage tokens in a pile in the center of the table. Yeah, probably don't dump them all, but just like half of them. Right. So we got. It says bum, but I'm sure that's rum. Maybe it is bum. I don't know.
Bum?
Bum. It says bum on there.
Interesting.
But I mean, maybe in the book it says something different. Resource. Maybe that's resource. Maybe this is damage and then burn. Okay, it just looks like burn. Bum. Sometimes that happens with R's and N's. All right. Determine the first player. The first player is random. Draw setup hand. Each player draws 7 cards from their deck as their starting hand. If you don't like your hand, you may shuffle your deck and then take a mulligan. So just one time. All right. So I guess I'll pick the hand with the bum in it.
All right.
Oh yeah. All right. That one?
Yeah.
No bum.
Oh, man.
All right, bum's here.
Bum's there.
All right, so I'm first. Turn sequence. Each player completes their entire turn before the other player takes their turn. A player's turn is divided into 4 phases taken in order. During the very first turn of the game, the first player must skip the entire quest phase and their entire battlefield phase. This is the first player penalty. Okay, no quest and no... Where's my little pencil at? Okay, no quest. No quest, no battlefield. That's horrible lead in here. First player. No quest, no battlefield. All right, Kingdom Phase. The active player resets their resources by returning all of their unused resources to the center pile and then taking 1 resource for each power in their kingdom. Reset resource, return all unused resources and then taking one resource for each power in their kingdom. The kingdom starts with a base power of 3. Kingdom. So there's 4 little zones or 3 zones in this map, or maybe 4. So quest, draw 1 card per power here. It starts with 1 on the quest, and then the kingdom, gain 1 resource per power here. And base power 3 in the kingdom. Units here may attack in the battlefield.
Okay.
It probably goes like this, yeah. Units may attack here. Quest, draw 1 card per power here. Gain 1 resource per power here. Okay, so you're gonna either play cards onto the battlefield or to build up your power, draw card power, or resource power.
Okay.
All right, quest phase. The active player draws 1 card for each power here. Quest phase, okay, that's how many cards you can draw. That's cool. Then both players have the opportunity to take actions, including use tactic cards. Actions can be taken by either player. Capital phase, play units, supports, quest. The active player may play units, supports, and quest cards from their hand to the 3 zones. To play a card from the hand, he must pay for it by spending, returning to the central pile resources equal to the card's total cost. A card's cost is its sum printed cost and its loyalty cost, the number of loyalty icons under the printed cost minus the number of matching race symbols the player controls in play. So you got threshold like some certain other games. So loyalty. Each capital board has one race symbol for the race it represents. Okay, so I got orc, you got dwarf, and the active player may also play one card face down as a development at no cost. In any one of the zones, a development adds 1 HP to the zone that it was played. Each zone starts with 8 HP. Each zone starts with 8 HP. Play one card face down as a development at no cost in any of zones. Developments in a zone only add HP to that particular section of the capital. You may look at your developments but not at your opponents at any time. A player is considered to be taking an action when playing a unit or a support card from their hand, or when playing a card face down as a development during the capital phase. The other player may still take actions, use tactic cards, or trigger card abilities during this phase. So those are like instance, tactics, and abilities instance. Once both players have chosen not to take an action, play proceeds to the next phase. Sending a unit on a quest. Quest cards are played from a player's hand into their quest zone in the same manner that unit and support cards are played. Once a quest card is in play, the controller of that card has the option of sending their units on that quest. To do so, they play the unit on top of the quest card. When they play that unit from their hand, the questing unit is still a part of the quest zone. It contributes power and can be used to defend the zone when it's attacked, but it is also considered to be questing on the quest upon which it was played. A questing unit allows resource tokens to be accumulated on the quest, and its effect can be utilized. These tokens come from the central pile and are not subtracted from resources collected during the kingdom phase. Resource tokens on a quest card can't be used for anything other than the effects of that card. Only one unit can be questing on a card at a time. If the questing unit leaves play for a reason, the quest card remains, but all resource tokens accumulated on it are discarded. One unit can be questing at a time. Quest remains, resources accumulated, discarded. Battle phase. Attack opponent's capital. The active player may attack one of the opponent's zones with any number of units in the active player's battlefield. The defending player then has the option of defending that zone with any number of units stationed there. Anytime a section has as many or more damage tokens on it than it has HP, the section is burning. All damage tokens on that section are immediately replaced with a burn token. All damage tokens on that section are replaced with a burn token. Anytime a section has more damage than it has HPs. Players have the option of taking actions, use tactic cards, or trigger abilities after each of the 5 combat steps in play does not proceed to the next step until both players have chosen not to take an action. Declare a target of an attack. The active player declares which of his opponent's 3 zones they're attacking. Declare attackers. The active player decides which of their units in their battlefield, if any, are going to participate in the attack. Only unit cards in the battlefield can be declared as attackers. Okay. Declare defenders. The defending player now decides which of their units in the attack zone, if any, are going to defend the zone. Only unit cards in the attack zone can be declared as defenders. Okay, assign damage. Both players determine how much damage their participating units inflict. Each counts the number of power icons on the units they control that are participating. This is the amount of damage they'll be inflicting. The attacking player assigns damage to their opponents first. The attacking player must assign enough damage to destroy. Okay, I'm just gonna skip stuff that may be obvious. Then the defending player assigns the damage inflicted by his defenders to the attacking units. And defenders can't assign damage to an attacker's capital. Defenders, but what is the capital?
I think your capital is the whole card.
Okay, defenders can assign damage to an attacker's capital. Damage tokens are placed near the card to which the damage is being assigned. The defender may also over-assign damage to any attacking unit in anticipation of toughness or cancellation of effects. Defenders can't assign damage to an attacker. Okay, yeah, because if you're defending, you can't just attack their place. Yeah.
If you're defended, yeah.
Yeah. All right, apply damage. Both players now apply the assigned damage to the cards to which they're being assigned. Effects like toughness may kick in to cancel damage before it reaches the target. Any damage tokens thus canceled and returned to the discard pile. End of active player turns. This is the end of the active player's turn. The other player now becomes the active player and starts with their turn. Play proceeds, turns alternating. Game overview. The game is played in 3 zones: the kingdom, the quest, and the battlefield. The first player to burn 2 of the 3 zones of the opponent's capital board wins the game. 2 of 3. There are 6 different races: order, destruction, 50 cards. There are 5 different card types: units, tactics, quests, support, and draft format cards. Cards marked with the banner are unique. If you have a unique card in play, you can't play, take control of, or put into play via a card effect another copy of that card. Unique banner or unique. Both players may have the same unique card in play at the same time. If unique card is in your discard pile, you may play another copy. Cards attached to another card are discarded if the card they're attached to leaves play. If the rules text of a card contradicts the rules, a player at any time has no cards in their deck, they're out of the game. No cards in deck. All right, card effects. Action triggers are always optional. Forced effects, constant effects, zone special effects, corruption cannot control and ownership, corresponding zones, sacrifice. This card is placed in the owner's discard pile. A sacrifice can't be canceled by other effects. Non-combat damage. Legends, you can play legends directly from your hand onto the capital board during your whatever. And attacking a legend, draft variant. Okay, legends. You can play legends directly from your hand onto your capital board during your capital phase. The board must have a matching loyalty icon. This is considered taking an action but can't be played. Legend cards are not affected by card effects that target a unit, support, or tactic card. Not affected by cards that target unit, support. So legends are not units. Okay, each player may only have 1 legend card in play at a time. We kind of already read that. A legend's power icons are split between the battlefield, quest, and kingdom zones, contributing during the relevant phases as if they were in all zones. Okay, so their power icons split between the zones, contributing during the relevant phases if they were located in those zones. If the battlefield phase, it may use its power to attack as if it were a unit in the battlefield zone and can deal and receive damage as though it were a unit but can't be targeted by stuff that targets units. In attacking a legend during the battlefield phase, the active player may attack his opponent's legend instead of his opponent's capital. May attack opponent's legend instead of the capital.
What's legend again?
It's just a special unit with a banner on it.
Oh, got it.
And you can only have one of that particular card in play at a time.
Okay.
Yep. It's not a unit, but it acts as a unit, but it's a better unit. Mm-hmm. He first declares the zone he's attacking. A defender can declare defenders. If any units are declared as defenders of a legend, enough damage must be assigned to destroy each defending unit before any damage. If a unit is declared as the defenders of a legend, must be assigned to destroy each defending unit before any damage is assigned to the legend. A defending legend contributes the power it has and damage to the zone. If a legend is dealt damage equal to is destroyed. Alright, so that's that. Okay. Keywords, they probably will be on the card described, and if not, they're here. All right. You want to go over keywords or just go for it?
I think we can hit keywords as we come across them.
Yeah. All right. We got 30 minutes to try to play this.
What's
Really, 25 minutes for cleanup.
Yeah. What's the opening hand?
7.
7.
1 mulligan.
7. 1. Do you want to cut or do you want to?
And screw the cut. We got no time.
We got time.
And then did that stuff? Yeah. So it'll cost this much, but if you have the reduction,
Yeah, if you already have
the symbols, you need the symbols
play.
too. Yeah, let's read over that again. I meant to read that twice.
So so this costs 4, but if I have 2 dwarfs in play, it only costs 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Let
that's
me-
the loyalty.
But you read that in the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then where does power come from? Is that just one? Each card equals 1 power, or 1?
The power is these little Hammer Warhammer token, these little Warhammer symbols.
Got it. Oh, and this starts with 3. This starts with 1. Got it.
Yo.
Got it.
All right, so I'm going first. I'm not gonna mulligan.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep mine.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Do we start with any resources?
It's kind of cool to have 2 books, I guess.
It does work, huh?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah. So set up, get your deck, set up to capital board, set up token pool, determine first player, 7 cards. Yeah.
How do you start then? Oh, I guess you're getting 3 each.
Beginning of the turn, actions may be taken. Kingdom phase, active player resets all unspent resources. Active player counts power in the kingdom zone and then takes that many resources from the kingdom zone. Okay, something like that. Quest phase, each player counts power in his quest zone and draws that many cards. I skipped the quest zone. I skipped the quest phase. First player skips quest and battlefield phase. Okay, but I do get the capital phase. Each player may play character, support, and quest cards from their hand to his 3 zones. To play a card, pay his printing cost plus his loyalty cost. Loyalty icons minus matching race symbols. Active player must also play 1 card face down as a development at no cost. Developments, you remember how those go?
You know, I know any card goes face down and it's in development. 1 development can be played by the active. 1 development can be played each turn. As development adds 1 hit point to the zone in which it's deployed. Each zone starts with 8 hit points. I guess developments though don't advance like agendas. They're just a card that you play face down and that's it, right?
To add strength to the zone.
Okay.
So to play a card though, you need. Okay, I've got 1 reduction or something. So you said it was the cost minus the symbols, but you got to have that many symbols?
It's the cost plus symbols, but you don't have to pay the symbols if you already have
That many symbols? Or?
that many symbols in play.
But you got to have that many symbols in play though.
No. So if I played this first without anything else on my board, I'd pay 4. But if I had this done, I'd pay 3. Because this cancels out one of these. Because it's the same class.
But you already got the 1 innately, right?
Do you start with 1?
Yeah, start with 1.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so with this, I would have to pay 4 minus 1 for 3, or what?
So you'd pay 4 either way, and then one of these gets canceled out by this.
So I need 4 plus another symbol.
No. So you don't necessarily need the symbols in play, but if you don't have them, you have to pay it in resource.
Okay.
So this you'd pay for 5, because you got 1 in play. This cancels out one of them. And then if you had another one of these on the board over here, say, you don't have to pay for 4.
So right now, right now I got gain 1 resource per power here.
Right. You get
So I've got 3 to start with. So.
yeah.
Yeah, so just 3 to start with, I guess. Mm-hmm. Then Kingdom phase, each player resets all unspent resources. Active player counts power in their kingdom zone, which is 3 right now, and takes that many resources from the pool. Skip the quest, go to capital. Okay,
So resources don't accrue.
No.
Interesting.
Oh. Some cards might let you, but
Yeah, maybe.
There are cases, I have one that have little straps on the outside for rolled up.
units, 4. All right, play this guy. 3. And then minus 1, or how does it? No. 3 plus. It's always 3, but I need the or else I'll play the. Okay, so 3 resources.
No, you don't. You don't need it. It just means you don't have to pay.
Extra resources.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're good. Yeah.
All right. So 3 biggins.
Enter your
Battlefield. Your damaged units gain toughness 1. Yeah, playing it into battlefield. So. All right. So it's a. Man, but how many attack is it though? But yeah, playing warrior biggins, 2 defense, but does it have any attack?
I don't. None of my cards have anything that looks like attack.
Yep, it might be the same for both of them. Assigned damage. Both players determine how much damage their participating unit inflicts. Each counts the number of power icons on the units. So it's a 1-2. Yeah, so this one is a 1-2 defense.
Oh, because of that one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, so I spend my 3 resources. I can play 0 cost stuff. All right, yeah, for the sake of, I'll just pass it. Okay, so toughness means whenever a unit with the toughness keyword is assigned damage, the cancel its numeric value of that damage. Yeah, this is just not. They cancel its numeric value of that damage before the damage is applied. They cancel its numeric value of that damage. Yeah, I'm just reading here. Yep, but I'm gonna pass it after that.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yep.
So I gain 3. I'm gonna play a support for 3.
The toughness keyword is always followed by a numeric value, so that's toughness 1. Whenever a unit with the toughness keyword is assigned damage, the toughness keyword cancels its numeric value of that damage before the damage is applied. Cancel damage is not applied to the unit. Yeah, so it just negates 1 damage.
What is corrupted?
Yeah, that's a good question. Corruption. Some effects in the game will cause a card to become corrupt. When this occurs, the card's corrupt. This card's controller turns the card 90 degrees to show that it's corrupt. Corrupt cards can't be declared as attackers or defenders. Some cards become corrupt when they use an ability. Other effects can corrupt an opponent's forces, thereby preventing those forces from attacking or defending. At the beginning of their kingdom phase, a player has the option of restoring one corrupt card that they control to restore a card, turn it back 90 degrees in the other direction so that it gains vertical on a restored card is no longer corrupt. So tap it down.
Okay. Okay, so I played a dwarf cannon that let me search the top 5 cards for a 2 or less cost support and add it. So I added Keystone Forge. At the beginning of your turn, heal 1 damage to your capital. These are both in Kingdom.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Okay.
Oh, I was supposed to draw, wasn't I? That's okay.
No.
Not on your first.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah. So draw 1 card per power here. So yeah.
What's max hand size? 7?
Nah, I think there's probably no max hand size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then.
Yeah. So first player skips the quest zone. Yeah. So all right. So I'm
So I
going.
could attack if I really wanted to, but I don't want to attack right now, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can skip. I mean, you can hit one of my zones. So yeah.
That's true. Is it free damage if I do?
Yeah.
Basically, right?
Looks like it.
Seems weird. Okay, yeah, I guess let's, for the sake of the learning, I'll attack a quest.
All right. For how much?
Single.
Okay. Quest zone. Put a damage there. All right.
And then when does it turn into burn? Because this is what you really want to get.
Once
right?
it has 8 damage on it, then it's burned. Then you burn
and you
2
burn
of the
each
3.
one.
2 of the 3,
Two of
then
the
you win the
3.
game.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yep. Kind of like Marvel Snap before Marvel Snap.
Yeah.
But I mean, many of these games before that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Pass turn then.
All right. Draw 1 for my quest per power here. No, Kingdom phase. Okay. After player resets all unspent resources. I got 3. And then counts their things in the kingdom. And then takes that many resources. I got 3 there. Quest, draw 1. Capital. Active player may play character support and quest cards from their hands at the 3 zones. To play a card, the penny cost plus his loyalty cost minus mountain race symbols. The active player may also play 1 card face down as the development to make the zone stronger.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so got 3 resources. Got 2 orc symbols.
And then once they're development, they're permanently development, right? You can never get them back.
Sounds like it. Check it out in the book, though.
Yeah. What was my question? I just asked it, and now I completely forgot what I asked you.
Once you make a card, a development, it's always a development.
God, I've been tired all day. I don't know why.
Okay, yeah, I see this card right here, Kingdom. This card gains 1 power while you have at least 2 developments in this zone.
Yeah. Well, that's weird. A player may look at his developments, but not his opponents at any time. So, like, why
Yeah,
would you look at your developments if they were...
Just to know what you play down and what you might still have in your deck
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
true. That's true. Yeah, I think they're permanently developments.
Yep, what makes sense.
Which I don't... There was another game we played with that same mechanic. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's like, if it's in my deck, I want to use it for what it is. But I guess when cards become less useful because maybe you lose a different card.
And there's a whole thing about like Japanese people don't care about that. They like the suspense and everything, but Americans,
Interesting.
they always want to play all their cards.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Interesting. I've never heard that theory before.
Yep, that's
Guess
the
I
whole
just lived
thing.
it out though.
This whole thing.
Living out stereotypes over here.
Unison zone.
Okay, Jordan's out. So it's just Jordan.
Okay, I get it now. Okay. All right, so your units enter the zone corrupted. Okay, so I'll play it as a...
See, I had a card that did that same thing. Why would you want your cards to come in corrupted?
Because you get more power that way.
Is that worth power though? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you could put it in the quest zone and then just never play units there.
Because don't these also give me power?
That's just yeah, but that's in the kingdom zone where you can get power there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put it in the quest zone, you're not going to really play units there, it seems like.
Got it. So you just make one of your zones kind of less than usable, but with the benefit of getting free, getting that for free.
Power.
Okay, that's cool.
But, you know, I'll put it there.
Yeah, because I guess if you're defending...
Gain 1 resource power here, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't defend all 3, right? That's the point. You got to invest in 2 and know which one to sacrifice.
Yo, that's part of it, for sure. All right, so that costs 0, but now I'll get some more resources every turn.
Hmm? This is cool. I like this so far.
Yep.
I'm already
Over here we got to get a whole game.
Yeah.
What's the cost of the first? Okay. Yeah. All right. Playing.
Here we go.
All right. Playing this guy. Three resources. Mm-hmm. And I got the 1 orc, 2 orcs. And then Kingdom lowered the cost of the first orc unit you play each turn by 1.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
For that area or for the whole game? For the whole...
Lower the cost of the first unit you play each turn. It's
Yeah,
just,
anyone,
each,
yeah.
yep. And then with that, go ahead and pass the turn.
You're not going to attack?
Oh, yeah, I can't do that. Yeah. All right, so let me do that. Your damage units game.
Can you only attack 1 region per turn? Or can you split it up between?
Yeah, let's see. We'll answer that when I attack after I attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can defend there, but I'll just attack your... I'll attack your battlefield for 1.
Okay, for just 1? You only have 1 attacking? Oh yeah, the other one's support.
Oh, but yeah. All right, so then I'll pass turn at that.
Okay. So I've got 3, 4, 5 to spend.
Okay, the active player decides which of his units in his battlefield, if any, are going to participate in the attack. Only units in the battlefield can be declared as attackers. Mm-hmm. But what zone, though? Okay, the active player may attack one of his opponent's zones with any number of units in the active player's battlefield. Yeah, but this is just 1 zone. The active player may attack 1 of the opponent's zones.
So what's the advantage to putting characters into the battlefield if they can be attacked? Is it just to defend?
Because that's you can go on quests. You can go on quests later.
So I couldn't attack with these cards last turn.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep it there or move them to the battlefield instead?
I'll leave them here, but you can clear your damage.
Okay. Yeah, units here can attack.
Got it. Okay.
You can go on quests. There's quest cards, right?
There's quest cards. Yeah, I haven't come across any.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so I've got 5 to spend. And I'm gonna play a hero. No, that's not a hero, but it's 5 costs Ironbreaker of Anchor. Toughness X. Oh wait, no, X is the number of developments in that zone. I don't want to do that yet.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
All good.
Okay. I'll play this to the battlefield. This unit gains 2 attack while you have at least 2 developments in the zone. I have so many like that. I think because they're dwarves, they're supposed to be building. And then I'll attach this to it for free. Gains 2 while defending. And then I'll play. Nothing else, I think. That's good for now.
Okay.
And then I will, from here, attack.
Yeah, but they didn't say anything about summoning, so it doesn't sound like it. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read anything, but it could be in there. Well, we'll see. Okay, I'll attack. Oh, he's only gonna do 1 damage to your 2, so nothing's gonna happen, right? Or do you accrue damage?
Let's see.
Yeah. It'll be under damage, by damage.
Both players now apply any unit that has more damage tokens on it as it has HP is destroyed. Effects like toughness may kick in. Any damage tokens thus canceled or returned to the damage tokens are played near the card that is the damage is being assigned. The defender may also over-assign damage in anticipation, toughness, and crap.
Yeah, I think damage accrues. It says to put the token on, but it never says to take it off.
The attacking player must assign enough damage to destroy each defending unit before any damage can be assigned to the defending player's capital. More damage can be assigned to a unit at the attacker's discretion. Damage tokens are placed near the card to which the damage is being assigned, and if any damage reaches the capital, damage tokens are placed next to the attack unit, the attack section, but not yet applied. Then the defending player assigns damage inflicted by his defenders to the attacking units. Damage tokens are placed near the card to which the damage is assigned. The defender may use over-the-top damage, applied damage. Both players are now assigned damage. Effects like toughness, a unit. End of the active player's turn. This is the end of the player's turn. The other player now becomes the active. Game overview, card effect. Yeah. This is a game with damage tokens, so it probably... Yeah. You looked at the attack section, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, can you kill it, you think, or just damage it? Yeah.
No, just damage, because it's only doing 1, right?
Okay, so you got 1. But I've got toughness 1, so...
Oh, what does toughness do?
Toughness basically negates 1 damage.
Oh, okay. I guess I won't attack then. Well, no,
Okay.
I'll attack quest. For 1.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, 1.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay. And then entering.
Okay. In turn, so I'll get 4 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kingdom phase, quest phase, draw 2, 1, draw 1. Capital phase, I can play cards and stuff.
I've been engaged for, I think, almost 3 years now. It has already been a year since we hung out. Oh my god, it has. And since all of us hung out, you and me hung out like a half a year ago. But since all of us, yeah, it's been over a year. Dude, I'm unemployed.
All right, spend 3. 3. No. Spend 4. I got 2. Got the Boar Boys. 4. 2 orcs. This unit gains +2 while you control at least 1 damage unit. So.
1 damaged unit. Okay.
Yep, and if summoning sickness is in effect, it's actually 3 because it's 1 cheaper.
I think it only counteracts the loyalty cost. I think this one is set.
But Kingdom lower the cost of the first
nice, that's
orc
right,
unit you play by 1.
So I have to keep track of.
Heck yeah, man. Well, it's all subjective. It depends on what's going to work in your deck and what.
All right, I'll go for swinging on that quest for. Since we got summoning sickness, I'm going
I don't think we do. I thought we said. Or did you? Do we have
because
something?
no summoning sickness since
Oh,
we
no,
haven't
no,
read
no.
it
I
yet.
thought you said because we have it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, go for it.
Oh yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, so 1, 2 at your quest
Quest, just
zone.
damage.
Yep.
And someone asks you, what is this kind of counter? I'll be like, it's a counter.
Yep, and then I'll pass turn.
All right.
Oh, like you can play multiple cards and stuff, right?
As long as you have resources, I think so.
Yeah, before I go to that battlefield, let me go to the kingdom phase. Yeah, let me get rid of some of this stuff.
Yeah, because battle is last.
Yeah, I might as well.
Yes, I want to play actual games. Don't get me wrong, I love Magic, but we play a lot of Magic in this group.
Let's play.
I understand.
Yeah, for the sake of the turn, we'll just pass it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm taking 5. Yeah, I do want to wrap.
And let's finish your turn.
Okay,
I
okay.
wish I would have been able to at least play something before y'all killed me.
I'm so sorry. I thought
All right.
No, you're okay.
Remind me, we got to do the other spot on. Remind me, like on Wednesdays, we got to do the other spot because they just stay open.
Yeah.
Unblockable.
I'm down to switch over.
Yeah,
Do it till 10.
It would have been blockable.
Okay, yeah. I'll play him,
And that's on me. I shouldn't have built a deck that relied so heavily.
and then I'll attack.
No, to be fair,
I guess quest again.
I would have done
So I'll be doing
so much
1, 2,
better had I
3.
just gotten 1 creature
3
at the
damage.
very beginning.
3
1. If I had gotten
quest. All right. Oh man, it's almost blown up.
you guys would have.
Yep, and then that's when you got to start playing stuff there to save it or whatever.
Or
Yeah.
give it up. Yeah, and just focus.
All right. Yeah. Let me see. You want to just go right into this next week, or?
I could do it, yeah. I really like this. This is fun.
I know I wrote these rules
feels
down
faster.
before. Yeah, if it feels fast. Yeah. I know I wrote these rules down somewhere, but we got the rules anyway. So.
Yeah, I feel like, Fantasy Flight always does a pretty decent job of.
Not their quick rules per se, but
Sure,
but
yeah. But
they have like 2 versions with the quick rules and the full rules. But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's broken.
All right, but yeah, GG's.
Yeah, good game.
Pick it up later.